folks, welcome to Your Inspired Life. I'm your show host, Amy Hager, and if you're new to the show, welcome. You're actually in for a treat this week because today marks the start of an 8-week program that I'm launching called Shape Up for Summer. So it's an accountability program. Basically, you can set your own goals, and I'm giving you that structure and accountability every day to guide you through the 8 weeks. Your Inspired Life was created to give you a place to come for daily motivation to keep on track with your goals. It's very challenging to keep up with health goals, especially on diet and exercise and staying positive and having enough energy to get through it all. So we know that if we can get the baseline, the foundation of healthy lifestyle, you know that you can accomplish more in your life. And so that's what this show is all about. So welcome. Today I want to talk about a time management technique that might be new to you. It actually has a name called Pomodoro technique. So really what that is a way for you to set aside a chunk of time without anxiety. So if you know you've got 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, what you can do is set yourself a timer and then utilize those 10 minutes. And when those 10 minutes are up, then you can go on to your next project. So it's a very useful technique for overwhelm. It's a very useful technique to really chunk and manage your time without worrying about distractions. I feel like it gives you that permission for laser focusing on one task. And this can come in really helpful for food prep, meal prep, and getting things ready in the kitchen. So I'm going to use it today. I'm going to give myself 20 minutes or less to put together a dinner meal. The technique is definitely more fun if you have an old-fashioned timer, but I'm just going to use my cell phone. And I'm setting 20 minutes starting now. So the food that I want to prep is dinner tonight. I want to put together some barbacoa beef. Basically, this is just shredded beef that's very tender from being in a pressure cooker. So I've got my Instapot right behind me here. I'm going to pull out the meat and the ingredients from the fridge and get it all put together and then set the timer for that. See if we can do this in 20 minutes or less. So beef barbacoa, the ingredients are pretty simple. Basically, it's going to be a little bit of chicken broth in to the pan. Kind of half a cup there. And then just put a little bit of vinegar, because mostly what I want to add for flavoring is lime juice. So I want a good 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice. And then seasonings, I use maple barbecue, but really what you're supposed to use is chilies and adobo sauce, but I don't really have those right now. So I'm just going to put some of this smoky barbecue flavoring in and a little bit of cumin powder. And then I'm going to chop some garlic and put that in. And actually, I'm going to put peppers in here, but I'm not going to put it in right away. I'm actually going to do 2 rounds of pressure cooking. First I'm going to pressure cook my steak, and then I'm going to put the peppers in afterwards and do a second round, because I don't want my peppers to turn into complete mush. So to keep them a little bit firm, I'm going to add these later. But I'll chop them up now so that they're ready to add. Now I've got some leftover steaks here, so I'm going to add these in. I'm just going to add them in whole. Put these in as is, right in the bottom of this whole thing. And the goal is I want to get the steaks really, really tender, so I'm going to pressure cook them for a full hour. All right, and now I'm going to chop up my peppers. Save these for later. Got 2 steaks in there. I'm trying to think if I remembered all my ingredients. So hit pressure cook. I'm going to put this all the way up to 1 hour. Now I know an hour is more time than I gave myself on the 20-minute timer, but really, if you think about your cooking and your food prep, it's the time that you're spending in the kitchen. So I just want to keep my prep time down to a minimum. So keeping it under 20 minutes, I'm going to clean up all of this and see where I'm at on my timer. I've got 6 minutes left. So that's some time I'm going to use to prep some additional ingredients. I'm going to chop up some avocado, put it in a bowl, chop up some other things that go with these barbacoa wraps. If you're watching your carbs, you can do a low carb tortilla, or I'm going to use just black beans as my healthy carb and skip the wrap altogether, just put it in a bowl. I'm pulling out some salsa to go with it. And one nice thing to have is some crunchy romaine to go into your wrap or your lettuce bowl. All right, so the peppers are going to get cooked. I've got avocado, romaine, black beans, and salsa to add to the shredded beef bowl, or I'll pull out tortillas later and toast those up, and those will go with it. So anyway, I feel pretty prepped for dinner. This is going to stay on its own for the next hour. I don't have to touch it. I'll be doing 10 minutes worth of work once this is finished to add the peppers and then turn the pressure cooker back on. I don't have to add any more ingredients than that. And then after the next 20 minutes of that being cooked through, then we'll be ready to go for dinner. We're still in time. 30 seconds left on the timer. So all this prep work done. I've gotten this far in the 20 minutes. I feel ready for dinner. Hopefully the Pomodoro technique works really well for you, and it's a way that can help you get to a task and just, oh, there goes my timer. Well guys, I wish you good luck on using the Pomodoro technique, whether you set it for 20 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 or even 5. Things that don't take a lot of time, that make a huge effort on your healthy eating habits or your cooking habits or your meals. Take advantage of that. Even if you have 5 minutes in the middle of the day and you don't even feel like it even makes sense to go into the kitchen to do some preparation, 5 minutes can get a lot of work done, and 20 minutes can get a whole meal ready for the evening. So good luck with it, guys, and have a great great rest of your week. And tomorrow we'll go over some more strategies and structures for your 8-week program. Okay, we'll see you. Bye.